Yeah. Whatever works for you. I'll make sure to not say anything that's going to destroy my life. But interesting, the inside pressures are warmer than the outside pressures. That's very interesting.
So what were you saying about the driving specific lines?
That was weird. So I have a question. Are you using the racing line thing that iRacing has?
The dynamic racing line thing?
Sure. Is there stuff on the track?
No. The racing line, no.
Okay, I just wanted to verify on that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one spot. Yeah, Andy. By the way, I'm at 52% brake bias, and willing to go back. But I'm gonna put it down to 51.5 to start for this one. There's a couple spots. Are you on track right now?
Yeah, just driving around. I can stop though.
Yeah, let me come up to you. No, I'm gonna say I'll come catch you and I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you. All right, so specifically through here. Okay, so through here you're pretty well where I really would be. But if you follow me from here on, I'm not great at this particular portion of it because it really depends on the previous. But like one thing here is you're really swinging wide here.
Okay.
So I touch that curb and then I go dead straight, and then I basically brake with my right side tires on the grass. Because that's specifically where I passed you, and I nearly took off your side pod the next when you were in front of me again, because that was a very easy spot and you're leaving a lot on the table there.
Probably where I'm looking. Probably not looking deep into the corner enough.
Probably. Yeah, as Chuck just said behind me, I don't know if you heard, it really doesn't make much of a difference lap time wise. Yours may be empirically faster, but it opens such a gigantic door for me.
No, I saw that.
So, if you wanna, I'd say if you wanna roll on ahead of me, that's absolutely fine. Did you say you were live, Jose, or you're going to be live?
I am live now.
Allegedly, we are live now, Andy. I'm gonna say he's live, Andy.
Sector
Well,
1 is 1.9 off the pace.
That looked much better through there. Much better.
Yeah, it feels faster.
You can definitely open up your entry a little bit more there.
Oh,
I
fucked that one up too there.
Hang on, buddy. Hang on. Let me get down and get some. That looked much better through there. And you can kind of run a little bit wider here just to get the car squared up better for entry.
Okay.
Yeah, that specifically you want to do as 2 turns instead of trying to make it as 1. And you really want to make sure you get the damn thing slowed down into here, because that big wash up in the middle of the corner is not particularly productive, as you can expect.
That puts you 0.3 off the leader's pace. Sector
Your
1
brake
is
bias back a little bit.
off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
Right side, play right.
Illegal pass, I'm good. So that's another spot where I'm kind of showing you a weakness. You're really not tracking out there like you could. Well, is that a push button? Oh, it is a push button. Oh, we're gonna map that. You can push it in.
Car left, clear left.
That was all just because I got a better run through the S's. That wasn't anything to do with that particular corner. That was for the corners previous, which I think you're gonna take a wild guess. It really had a lot to do with the hitting the curbs.
Yeah. Yeah, I nailed that pretty hard.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
But you really want to be down here as close as you can. A, it makes it harder for people to get around you, and
Right.
B, it's a shorter distance. We ain't got huge. Indy cars and NASCARs, they never go off the track.
Yeah, I remember you
Sector 1
said
time
that
is
for
good.
Daytona.
Sector 2 is 0.9.
That one was for slightly different reasons.
Sector 3.
This one you're actually going to have, like, the way you turn into and out of the banking actually does matter.
Okay.
Daytona was just, it's flat out in a GT3 car, just... Yeah.
Sector 2 time is quick.
Well, yeah, because I got a kid with me. Yeah, because... I'm trying to make sure I'm being predictable to him. I'm trying to make sure we can actually play around, but I'm also trying to make sure I'm not about
Sector 2
to
and 3
kill two radicals for no
Sector
reason.
1 is 0.4 off the pace. You've just done a 54.8. Sector 2 time is okay.
.54.0.
That's your fastest lap. You're now 0.3.
So I guess that one
off the
probably
pace.
didn't count.
Your Sector 2
I have no idea what it
time's
was.
good. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
Yeah.
You're 0.2 off the pace in Sector 1.
Oh, I see what you mean there, though.
Yeah, well, one big issue is really because of the springs. We're also kind of fighting the tendency of when you lift off, the arrow shifts really aggressively to the front.
Right.
So
Sector 2 time is
I'm
good.
kind of trying to balance how much I really can brake through there because it loads the front up a lot, but it also gives me the arrow that I want. So it's kind of fighting myself for what it is. There goes a 53.9. That a little better for you, Andy?
That's your best lap in this session. You're currently 0.3 off the leader's pace. Sector 1 is quick. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 3 time's okay. You've just done a 54.2.
Big front wash there. Big front wash.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Keeping you with though, I'm pretty pleased with that. Yeah, and Andy, if you're not feeling comfortable with the wall, go drive some stock cars until you feel comfortable with the wall. And if you don't want to do that, then just don't worry about it.
Your quickest overall. That puts you
on a radical, you're going to want to stay up against the wall.
Last lap was at 53.7.
If we're in an IndyCar, I probably would come back down.
You're a tenth off the pace in sector 1.
Oh God, yes. Not even quantifiable.
Sector 2 time is good.
Thousands of times better.
Fastest lap for Mattis, 53.6.
That I wasn't entering wide there because I was looking down
Now 0.3
at stuff I
off the
wasn't supposed to be looking down at.
Sector 2 and 3
Alright, Jose,
fast.
you.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace. That lap was at 53.8.
There you go, Andy. That was a good piece of data for you. 53.5. And Jose, do whatever you're doing. I'm not gonna try to pass you.
10-4.
That was a gear tall for me. Well, and also, this is, you know, Jose's leading, which it's typically harder to lead than it is to follow. And that definitely isn't a detractory statement for you, Jose. That's motorsports.
I know.
That puts you 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 time is quick. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
Jose, this is our Tuesday night track.
I love it. I really like this track, actually.
I'm not gonna say anything to that.
Chuck's an instructor who
I've driven around it once.
You're currently 0.6 off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. You're a 10th off the pace in sector 3. That lap was at 54.2.
That was a nice goal. If you're curious, the car is still a bit tight, and being behind him is not making the world a better place. Dive planes don't do much with a radical in front of you. Oh, that's because I've been
Sector 2
screwing.
is 0.3 off the pace.
And now, with this aero package, yes. Even with the springs, yes.
You're now 0.3 off the leader's pace. Sector 3 time's okay.
A lot of wake from his car.
Oh, shit.
Hang on, Newt. If you're curious, that at least did look good. I can't tell how many times I got the car out of shape. Like, God, I hope that looked awesome.
Oh, pay attention. Damn it.
the body works okay. You can get grease coming in that corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, you know, but as with a typical, oh, the foot does things. Look at the. I can't because I usually can't see them. Well, yeah, I usually can't see them. All right, I'm driving poorly right now. Don't use that line too much. But it's Jose, you got the very typical issue of just overcharging engines, and I've noticed a little bit of early turning, specifically for turn 4 there, where you'll turn in like early in the sense of like coming up to the corner, you give the car a little bit of turn in, which is a very common thing to do. and then because it's actually a survival reaction to try to keep yourself from doing the die.
Okay.
But like survival reactions in race cars don't really work out because
Right.
we're throwing ourselves at walls on purpose. But then the other big thing is just make sure you can get the car slowed down. It's specifically the best laps you do through the decreasing radius is your best laps there are your worst laps into the hairpin because you go faster and you don't know what to do with the speed. And that's just one specific spot where you really need to really be much more mindful of really the energy in the front tires is really what you're looking for there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we kind of slow down. Let's stop and take a look at the cars here. Let's go to the garage. Hang on, son.
Braked way too hard there. Hello.
I noticed that. All right, so let's. So Jose, are you? Can you go to the garage screen, please?
Yeah, I'm there now.
Are you? Is that going to be? Let's see. I'm going to be able to see that on your. Could you make? Okay, so. Yes, I've no. Okay, so here's something we can notice now. Okay, this is going to sound weird. Wear doesn't mean much. I know it sounds like it should. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's all about the temperature in the tires. That's much more indicative of how much you're actually using and wearing the tires. But wear is applicable, especially because if you have higher wear and the temperatures are roughly the same, which our temperatures are pretty similar, that's typically indicative of you sliding the tire, which is obviously not high performance. Just need to be able to see that. I'm holding a very specific angle, so I can see what I'm doing. Hold it. Okay. Good. But so like specifically, okay, I know you can't see my screen, but like if you look at your tread remaining on your front tires,
Yeah.
your left front's 97, 92, 89, and your right front's 92, 93, 94.
Right.
My left front 97, 94, 92, and my right front is 94, 95, 96. I think it was doing really good there for a second.
I don't know. I just don't jump.
That's all good. So the big thing we can see there is specifically on the left front. As I said, you're locking the left front up, and that will wear the piss out of the tire. But also specifically, like look at the right front tire. Yours is 199, 191, 189. Mine's 195, 187, 185. Generically, I have a cooler front tire.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have a cooler rear tire. So that is indicative of me putting less energy into the tire. Where that's important is you can see the fact that you're having issues with, specifically like turn-in. I can tell you're having turn-in issues even without having been driving your car, although technically I was, kind of. Just through the tire data, because I can see that you're working the front tires significantly harder. Probably the most notable is our right rear tire. I'm 95, 95, 96. You're 92, 34. My right rear tire has a lot less wear because I'm rolling more center speed. I'm not using the right rear tire so much to accelerate. I'm just using it to hold the car in the corner because I'm already at the speed.
Mm-hmm.
You're running asymmetrical tire pressures. I just noticed.
Yeah.
That's why the tire pressures look all weird.
Well, it's asymmetrical for the way I drive.
Well, yes.
You're driving.
I'm putting more energy into the left side tires, which is why I noticed them being so much more bumped up. Not bad, just what it is. So that's just one of those things where your braking was good. Just try to get. Really, what you need to do is just focus on trying to get off the brakes better. That's where you're going to get the magic. Just rolling off the brakes earlier. That's going to really help the whole the handling of the car. And because if you had any kind of like mid corner push or understeer,
Mm-hmm.
it'll really help that.
So it's not in the steering. It's in the brakes.
It's more likely going to be in the brakes. Yes, there is stuff in the setup where we could make it different and better, but that is something where we have current apples to apples setups, And for the most part, we were running. I mean, for most of that stunt, we were running pretty darn close to the same speed. So it's not like we were really, you know, there's a big difference one end to the other.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just a spot where you can actually kind of see it.
Need to save this chassis setup.
It's already safe.
No,
Aren't you
I agree. I
both
mean, and there's got to be speed in that, and I'm always like a second off or 2 seconds off, and
Well, yeah, and that's a common thing. And I expect you also typically have the thing of you're a second off, and you, no matter what you do, you're always like that. Then you change one thing that you don't even really think about, and then all of a sudden you gained a half second out of nowhere, and you have no idea where it came from. But it's just better all of a sudden.
Can I make a dumb suggestion?
almost, yeah.
Why don't you share, Jose, with Jeff your Ferrari setup and go to Daytona because you guys both know Daytona, and see if Jeff can help you with your Daytona setup of how he looks at it.
I say we can do. Are you doing Bathurst?
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing
What-
Bathurst. I
You
mean,
want to do Bathurst?
I would like to. Yeah,
Well, then do that.
Well, hell yeah, let's go run Bathurst.
cool. Okay.
You just want to help.
So yeah, let's do that, Indy.
It's happening.